And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. To return, this now Jacoby Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On play action, Rivers. Deep drop. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he cuts it right sideline. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, I got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
But if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He lost two, and it brings up fourth.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Cousins on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dawson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say pump the football.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Cousins the thrower. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where the receiver catches the ball, just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal. And alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Columbus football as we begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Dorsett taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Surveying the field. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Rivers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Rivers, screen play, Anderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. 4th down, Rivers. A dump off to Anderson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Plus like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. And a really long
drive here, and it goes on and on. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, it's Rivers. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Rivers saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! A.J. Green, 72 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw is Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Mike Wallace as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This offense ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! Mike Wallace. In the final seconds of the first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now back out comes the offense. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Final play of the half. Cousins escaping the pressure right. On the run. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
10 yards to go on third. They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Lewis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you can, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cody Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On play action, Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Julio Jones, an even 90 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Rivers is going to throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he fires one incomplete. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
Cousins to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And cuts free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And quickly, they get to the line. Play fake, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Rivers. He's going to air one out. Time for a break. And no, it's incomplete. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete.